Hey folks, hope you're all doing well tonight. I've been trying to make a video for a couple of days about marijuana being legalized in the United States. And I can't seem to make it without getting stupidly angry and trying to point out the obvious, and I get halfway through the video and just go, oh Chuck, you sound like a doofball. So instead I'm going to go a different route, and I'm going to tell you about my experience here in the Netherlands, my own experience when I go out and buy my pot. Now, I've been a pot smoker for about 40 years, about the same amount of time that I've drank alcohol. I've been drinking alcohol, even though I have to throw this in. 3 months ago, I had to stop drinking alcohol because it was destroying my pancreas, which marijuana just doesn't do. So I don't drink alcohol now for like 3 months. But I live in the Netherlands. I live here in Nijmegen, and I go to, in fact, I'm going to, let's put on some music. I go to a place called the Dakota. Now Nijmegen is a medium-sized town, actually a large town, a small city. They have maybe 10 or 12 coffee shops around town. You wouldn't know it unless you were looking for them. They don't stick out in your face. There's not crowds of people hanging out in front. They're just part of daily life here. There are places that are sort of not as nice as others, and I honestly think, I've talked to locals and my friends here, that they're kept that way for tourists, because especially tourists from the United States and from Germany and England, it's against the law there, of course, so they think it should be seedy or something. So these coffee shops are dark and dingy and smoky, but the one I go to is one that really geared for locals. It's right on the main street, about 5 minutes up from my house. Brightly lit. When you walk in, there's a nice big room for free internet. They have like 5 computers there. There's some 5 or 10 tables just to sit and have coffee. There's absolutely no alcohol sold in any coffee shop in the Netherlands, and that rule is strictly followed and enforced. However, they have juice bars, and there's a coffee shop, and in fact I've gone in this place just to have coffee, not to smoke weed or anything. So that's the front room, and then you go into the middle room, and that's where there's a counter, and the menu is there for, say, 6 or 7 different types of marijuana and 5 or 6 different types of hashish. And there's a darker place there to sit, and you can roll your weed or put it in a pipe and smoke it. And then behind that, there's a small restaurant, which is not full meals, but for like munchy food. There's even a place out there to sit outside if you'd like. And so when I go in, I smoke pot maybe once a week. In fact, I've got my little thing here. I smoke a little pipe. I buy my weed like in a little thing like this. Now this is almost gone, but this would be full. That'd cost about $15 for a big one. When this runs out, I'm gonna listen to this again. So that's about $15. This here, that's about $1 worth, if you know what I mean. And again, I smoke in a little pipe. And the place I go into, they actually, if you're a good customer of theirs, they have like this. They have this program going on that when you go in, you get one of these cards. It's like a frequent buyer card. And so if you have one, it's for like 15 euros. You get one of these, you can get a free pack of papers. If you get 2 of them, you can get a free pre-rolled joint. They roll big spliffs like that. And hold on a second. Okay, that's going to go off. And if you get 3 of them, it's €5 off of your next purchase. Now, in this place, I've actually run into people I know. It's like going into a liquor store, except it's even nicer. It's just an accepted thing. There's not kids hanging out front, you know, trying to bribe people to go in like around liquor stores. It's just not like that. It's, you know, people will go in, and if they're with a couple of people, they'll sit there and smoke some weed. If not, if they're like me, they get their little packet, they go home, and I might go up there once a month or something. And I smoke in the privacy of my home. You know, like I said, like maybe once a week when my kids have gone to bed, and when I get a little buzz on and play online cards or look at YouTube or something like that. It's just... And guess what there isn't here? There isn't like some black market thing feeding these coffee shops. This pot and the hash is all grown and manufactured here in the Netherlands. It's good for the farmers. It's good for the government. See, now I'm starting to get off onto the... Well, and I know for a fact in 2008, there's 16 million people here. In 2008, it generated over $600 million. And that's for 16 million people. The United States is 308 million in 2008. You guys do the math. And it's not, it takes crime out of it. It doesn't put crime into it. In fact, I can't even believe I'm sort of talking about it in these terms now, because I'm so used to just going into this establishment, getting my weed and walking out. I don't have to be scared of who sees me. I don't have to, like, go to somebody's house clandestine and buy it and run home like a criminal. It's what I do in my own home. So that's my marijuana experience in the Netherlands. I sure hope marijuana is legalized in the states that it's up to be legalized in now and across the United States, because it's just ridiculous keeping it illegal, in my view. Talk to you guys later.